Wow. Good afternoon, friends. Good afternoon, friends. As we all know, my name is Precious Caleb. My name is Precious Caleb, your anchor in the popular Hear Me Out talk show. This month, April, we are treating Wedded Nonsense. Wedded Nonsense. Hear Me Out talk show is an arm of Family on Focus International, where we try to reach out to the singles, the married, the separated, the divorced, and the widowed. Okay, every month we bring out a topic and discuss it every month. We also have our regular publications we call Family Affairs. We have our regular publications we call Family Affairs, where we write on sensitive topics relating to relationships, homes, marriages. Okay, we have counseling sessions, we have women empowerment conferences, youth outreaches, and things like that. Okay, so Family on Focus International is an NGO duly registered that tries to reach out to the singles, married, separated, divorced, widows through different means. So this month we are having our talk show on the topic Wedded Nonsense. I've received so many calls on that. I've received so many text messages on that. Well, like, which one is wedded nonsense? That's why I'm here today. I want to look at wedded nonsense. Okay, so you can call your family members, you can call your friends, you can share this particular live video to your friends, okay, to people on your list. Just let people be available now, and let's talk about this wedded nonsense. Oh my God. Okay, so if you're ready, we start. If you're ready, we start. Let us pray. Father, thank you for today. We ask, oh God, that the words of my mouth and the meditations of our hearts will be acceptable unto you. In the name of Jesus. Amen. Today, where we are using for this talk show is like a makeshift place, okay? So we would like you to apologize for the background noise you might be hearing from time to time till we are able to sort our venue again, okay? Our venue had an issue, okay? So we are trying to fix the place again, but we can't because of the issue with the venue and not be reaching out to people. Our target is that relationships, homes, and marriages will be restored, will be built and established, and same will be like heaven on earth. So we keep doing it, and we are trusting God that with time we'll get to the best, okay, of what we have to offer. Okay, so today we are looking at wedded nonsense. First of all, we want to look at what wedding is. We want to look at what wedding is, okay? We look at the word wedding, we look at the word nonsense, okay? But I think I'm going to start from nonsense. You know, sometimes when you're talking with people, they will tell you, me, I don't take nonsense. I don't know if you've heard something like that. Or you're talking nonsense. You're talking nonsense. And sometimes somebody will say, that one is nonsense. Okay, so we try to find out what exactly is nonsense. Can we get some synonyms to nonsense? Okay, I try to get some synonyms, words that mean almost the same thing with nonsense. And I got words like foolish. Wow. So nonsense could mean foolish. I got another word for nonsense as unacceptable. 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 I got another word for nonsense as rubbish. Have you heard somebody say something like, that is rubbish? That is rubbish. Have you heard that before? All right. So that's another word for nonsense. I also have another word for nonsense. This one is not common in our area. It's called bullshit. Did you notice the way my mouth moved? Bullshit. Yes, that is another word for nonsense. I also tried to get meaning of nonsense, and I discovered that the meaning for nonsense is no meaning. No meaning. Another meaning for nonsense is no sense. No sense. All right, so we are looking at wedded nonsense. Could it be that we're looking at nonsense that is wedded, or wedding that is just nonsense? Wedding that is just rubbish. Wedding that is just bullshit. Wedding that has no meaning. Wedding that is foolish or unacceptable. Looking at that now, we say, what exactly is wedding? Wedding? Let me give you the dictionary definition I have for wedding. I tried to get the meaning of wedding, and I got something like marriage ceremony. It is not the marriage. Wedding is not the marriage. Wedding is the ceremony about the marriage. It's the ceremony concerning marriage. It's the ceremony that launches couple into marriage relationship, into married life. So wedding is just a ceremony. Are you kidding me? So wedding is just a ceremony. Wedding is not the main thing. Wedding is not the marriage. Are you serious? So wedding is just the ceremony. And this definition says that it includes associated celebrations. Celebrations. Okay? Now, we also have in that definition that, wedding is a ceremony about the marriage that is starting, and it varies between cultures. It varies between cultures. It varies between groups, ethnic groups. It varies between religious groups. It varies between social status and things like that. So basically what I've gathered here is that wedding is just ceremony, celebrations that have to do with marriage. Okay? Is it good? Beautiful. Is it nice? Excellent. Is it worth doing? Oh, good. Wedding? Beautiful. Now let's look at things that normally happen at weddings. At weddings. We say that wedding is ceremony accompanied by celebrations, just to launch into the marriage or into married life. Okay? So we now look at those things that normally happen in the name of weddings. I know you know some of them. Let me tell you some popular things that normally happen. People start looking for the latest design of clothes, the latest design for shoes, the bridals. People start booking for those that will make their facials. For that deal. Wedding ceremony is not something that lasts forever. Ceremony has a time it starts, it has a time it ends. So somebody can tell you, I'm inviting you to my wedding ceremony, and the person will fix time. Okay? That means the date could be 2nd of April 2020, time 2 p.m. Okay? It is a ceremony. It is a ceremony. It normally happens on a fixed date. It normally happens on a given location. It normally happens based on the dictates of the given religion, given community, given ethnic group, sometimes given country, okay, given social status. So it is streamlined. The wedding ceremony in my ethnic group might not be the same it will be in your own ethnic group. The wedding ceremony in my country might not be the same in your own country. So it is a ceremony fixed on a given day. So you know those things that normally happen? People start talking about clothes, the bride's clothes, what the bride will wear, what the groom will wear. We talk about the bridal train. Some get men on suits, some get small children to come and do the page boy, the little bride. The bridal train will be there, and we have some that come out as showcase people, as shebi, all the stuff. People will be running around. We now talk about cake, the best cake. In fact, the cake with the best design, the costliest cake. Some even go for cake that worth them hundreds of thousands. Somebody even posted the cake that cost the person about millions of naira. I was like, wow, what a wedding. Wedding. And cards will be printed. Oh yes, cards. People look for the best printers to give them the latest designs, the hottest designs. Some will even put banners all over. How about the ones that normally happen on social media now? That is the pre-wedding photos. Oh my God. Some even carry the brides on their head. Sometimes you see the young man squatting, this one, the bride to be holding him and things like that. So beautiful. In fact, some pre-wedding pictures are so nice that we just look at them and almost begin to think of getting married or doing wedding again. When you look at some pre-wedding photos, you want to create another wedding. So many of us will want to be wedding every month, because it's an avenue to display pictures, how beautiful your wife to be is, how handsome your guy is, things like that. So all those pre-wedding photos everywhere, and people are spending so much. Beautiful. In weddings too, people invite their friends. Oh yeah, people invite their friends. People sell uniforms. People invite their friends, and their friends will come in their groups, in their associations. The colleagues will come. Wedding, I say wedding. I think wedding is one of the most expensive activities in the society these days. In fact, some weddings are more expensive than burials. Wedding. Kai. Beautiful ceremonies, isn't it? Beautiful ceremony. Wow. We now start talking about, the programs. We start battling with who designed the program for the wedding in church, who designed the program. Okay, apart from that, the quality, the size, the volume, the color, everything. We talk about meeting all the ministers that will come and officiate, the elders, different groups, different associations. You settle them. When my sister wedded, she had to buy wax for almost all the women in the church that time. And all the women in the village, in our kindred, she had to visit them one by one to invite them to come to witness her wedding ceremony that would take place within 24 hours only. The groups to be invited, sometimes you buy drinks for them, you cook. Did I talk about cooking? You cook. Why won't you cook? You do the hot chops, you cook rice. Sometimes you do jollof rice, you do fried rice, you do coconut rice, you do spiced rice, you do white rice with coleslaw, you do your salad. Wedding is beautiful. It's happening. Wedding, people travel from different parts of the world. In my own country, people don't joke with wedding. They will travel from one state to another. In fact, what are we talking about? People will travel. Some will charter vehicles. Some will book flights ahead of time. Some whether economy or business class, they must attend the wedding. That wedding. They must attend the wedding. Some will import, in fact, wedding, beautiful, heavily celebrated. No wonder the definition said that it also takes celebration. Wedding. We talk about drinks. Come and see different types of drinks. You see the malt, you see the soft drink, you see the mineral, you see the ones that some will take and will start seeing so many things. Drinks. Wedding. I say I'm talking about wedding. We talk about envelopes. Envelopes will be given to the officiating ministers, will be given to people. Oh, Jesus. I'm talking about wedding. You see how I've spent time to talk about wedding? Wedding. Then that early morning that day, the bride will now be woken by the facial artist, that will come and soak the face in this one, rub this one, clean this one, package this one, smoothing this side, color this side, do the painting, all the paintings that sometimes the bride will look at herself in the mirror and will not recognize herself again and say, "Kai, now maybe this." I'm talking about wedding. Wedding. How about the bridal shower? Jesus. So many things happen in the name of wedding. Then the convoy for the bride alone. That is money. Friends will bring their vehicles. Some other vehicles will be hired to make sure that the convoy makes big sense. The groom is there too with his own arrangement. Wedding. I say wedding. How about the takeaway plates, the disposable plates, the spoons, everything. I said everything. If you have not attended wedding for the past 1 month, you are really missing lots of fun. You go for a wedding, you see different design, different clothes, different fashion displayed. And sometimes we don't even know what the wedding is. Then the time for the service comes. Maybe the priests or the pastors have arrived. The choir is there. All the people are seated now waiting for the appearance of the bride. Here comes the bride. The groom and his people are there waiting. All of a sudden, the bride will appear. All the things that will happen, blah, 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 blah. Do you take me? Do I take you? Do I take you? I take you. I take you. Okay, I promise, I vow, I covenant, I do this, with this ring, I do the word, I devote myself, I submit it, blah. All the vows exchanged, you cannot kiss the bride. Bam, excitement everywhere, dance, songs, praises, so many displays. From there, after everything, sign, register. I hope you're following me. Sign, register. They sign. The certificate. They are giving the certificate. They come and display. Oh, the latest couple in town. Oh, then we leave. The beautiful displays. We now go to the reception. Come and see cakes. Come and see decorations. Come and see where money was spent. Come and see stage. Come and see performance on stage. Come and see the MC. Come and see the DJ. Come and see some cultural displays. Come and see some dancers, the ballet people. Look at the choreographers. Come and see dishes. Passing. You know, the appetizers. They're passing. I'm talking about wedding. Then the bride, the groom, they will now come out and we'll gather, celebrate them, spray money on them. Oh, they have entered. Hey. Come and feed the bride. Feed your wife. Feed your husband. Do all. We're taking our time. These are Hear Me Out Talkshow for the month. We do all these things. At the end, around 5 p.m., guests have eaten. They are beginning to go. The bride and the husband, they are now ushered out. Ushered into the life of reality. The fantasy just ended though. Hey, I got that. The fantasy just ended. The celebration just ended. The ceremony just ended. Wedding just launched you into the real life. And the real life is the life of marriage. That is where our trouble now. The trouble we need to deal with now is in this one. When the guests have gone, the pastors have done their own. Your friends, they have done their own. In fact, may God help all your guests to get home safely. And the people, they borrowed money to find themselves to your wedding place, to buy the latest clothes, to make sure they look good, to make your wedding beautiful. May God help them to be able to pay back the flights and all the stuff. Have finished eating. Food served, drinks served. Some even quarreled. Some even ate more than. The wedding has finished. You have just been launched into what you came for. You came for marriage, not for wedding. Oh yes, so reality. That is where we want to face right now. You just got home. The first step. I'm tired though, tired for the day. Yes, so it was stressful. Did you notice the way that man was even doing? Don't mind that man. Marriage has started. But I told you that man will collect our money. You did not believe. But you didn't tell me very well. I learned that he collected the whole money. Are you serious? Marriage has started. 2 people are cut out to live in the world of their own. People have finished adding colors to the celebrations the way it will suit them. Some will want you to wear particular clothes just because they wanted to wear that particular clothes because they wanted to patronize them or for you to measure up to the class so that their coming will be that they came to the wedding of somebody of their own class. No, they didn't want you to bring them down, so they needed you to package well to meet up with them. Hey, the man that supplied the drinks just called by 6:30 to remind you that you paid for 10 cartons, that the remaining 5 cartons you should not forget to send the money. And your wife will say, but I told you that time 7 would be enough, because I even saw some people that were packing 3. He said, are you serious? Why didn't you stop them? Why should I have stopped them? With that clothes I was wearing, I'll go and start fighting for. No, I won't have. But you should have. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. Marriage just started. That wedding gown, did you hire it? Have you returned it? Okay, they said tomorrow. Or they say 2 days after, it's all right. Will it be in good shape the time you return it? Okay, you bought it. Yeah. How much? I shouldn't bother. You have the money. Yes. You bought it 50,000, 100,000. Yes, you needed to make your day. Yes, you needed to make your 24 hours. 24 hours. And you bought the wedding gown 100,000. Just because there was one you saw, the design at the neck, it was so fine. It's just that the ATM was not functioning. You could have bought it. You wanted to make a transfer. It was just 250,000, but the network was faulty. 20. Wedding just ended now. You're looking at the cloth in front of you. Oh, I shouldn't mind. It's just a good memorial. Yes, it is. Exactly, it is. The photographer is coming. The photographer is coming to bring plenty pictures he has printed for memorial too. And the morning he comes, he printed about 150 each at 300 naira. 3 times 100. 3 times 100 is about 300. Yes. I'm looking at about 30,000 going to 80,000. Did you say pictures? Yes, I said pictures. And some of those pictures, you will give them out. You give them out. Some of those pictures, you will give them out. And some of those pictures, you may not have time to be looking at them every day. Some of those pictures, you may not use them in your CV. You will not. Some of those pictures, you will not boil them in the pot and cook to eat. You will not. Some of those pictures, you won't even use them to sew clothes. Sorry. I hope I'm not hurting you. We are looking at wedded nonsense. The photographer has come. Check your phone now. A call is coming. It's the video man. He wants to tell you that the CD is ready. Although you preferred DVD, he's working on that. He's going to convert it. Okay, you want it MP3, MP4? Coming right away. How about the jingles about it? Beautiful. 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 It's time to sleep. You have really worked hard. It was stressful. I hope you were taking your multivitamins. Yes, your multivitamin. Okay. Okay, the ginseng. All right. Okay. Before that day. Beautiful. Were you able to eat? That time they said feed your wife, feed your husband. Did you actually eat? Or you acted to? You took a bite, sipped drink, they clapped for you, you were hungry. I don't know if you were having ulcer before then. I don't know. We were doing wedding. Wedding. It was a ceremony. We're happy. But let me ask you, did you even bother to spend so much on the thing you were celebrating you're going into? The celebration was in your stepping into a lifelong covenant relationship. A lifelong covenant relationship between a man and a woman as ordained, instituted by God, that will not end except when separated by death. That celebration you were having that day in the name of wedding, it was just a way of launching you into the reality of a relationship between Christ and the church. A lifelong relationship between a man and a woman who will become one. Covenanted to become one. Never to be separated by anything, by anybody, except by death. And the truth is that the relationship will face some inescapable challenges because there will be need for some adjustment based on the backgrounds that differ. Did you get that? So now that you have been launched into it, how prepared are you? Let me tell you the truth. Satan is not interested in your wedding per se. He's interested in that marriage. You've just finished wedding. The first challenge is, wow, has finished? I say yes, it has finished. The wedding has finished. Marriage is just beginning. Marriage is just beginning. Beautiful life is just beginning. But you just need to accept that this is a beautiful life beginning in front of you. If you do not have understanding of what marriage is, you just discover that you wasted time, efforts, resources, wasted people's everything just to scam them. If you don't have understanding of marriage, that wedding is this definition we give to nonsense. It's of no meaning. So many can spend millions. There are so many people that can spend hundreds of thousands. There are so many that can borrow to do wedding. But they cannot spend to study, to prepare, to plan, to get understanding of what marriage is. Marriage does not end within 24 hours. Wedding ends within 24 hours. But the effects of the wedding can flow into marriage, which is a lifelong covenant relationship. Now I want to ask you, wedding and marriage, which one should be of more importance to you? Am I saying no to wedding? No. I did my traditional, I did my